ancient history, was an economist, American economist, died around '05, I think, maybe a little after, and at the age of about 98. And he was one of my favorites. He was a little on the left side. He was, somewhere between free enterprise and socialism, but he was what we call a liberal in the days when it was okay to say that word. But he was very, very smart, and he was not famous as an economist, but he played a lot of roles in government, and he was a diplomat. But he wrote some very good books, and one of them is called A Short History of Financial Euphoria. And I like thin books, and his is thin, especially the ones he wrote in the last decade or two of his life were very thin. So I enjoyed those. But the short history is very good, and I recommend that to you. And one of the things he says is we have two classes of forecasters, the ones who don't know and the ones who don't know they don't know. Now, I don't believe in forecasts, macro forecasts. People who forecast interest rates, performance of economies, performance of stock markets. And I don't think that my efforts to be a superior investor and most other people's are aided by macro forecasts. So am I saying that the forecaster is never right? No, I'm not saying that. The forecasters are often right. Last year, GDP grew 2%. Many forecasters forecast that GDP will grow this year at 2%. That's called extrapolation. And usually in economics, extrapolation works. Usually the future looks like the recent past. So usually the people who forecast a continuation of the current are right. The only problem is they don't make any money. Because let's take the economy. Most people forecast 2-something for this year. A growth rate of 2-something is cooked into the prices of securities today. If the growth rate turns out to be 2-something, everybody who forecasted that will be right, but security prices will not change much because that 2-something growth was anticipated and discounted a year or two ago. So all those people who are right won't make any money.